What up, Virginia Jets fans? This is your president, Adam Bartolo, and I am recording live from the studio apartment in Newport News, Virginia. Happy 2022. Hopefully it's going to be a great year for all of us. Well, we got 2 games left to go in the season. It is Week 17. The Jets host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers of an 11-4 record, NFC South Division champion, still fighting for playoff seeding. Let's take a look at this just lovely-looking matchup, shall we? So when Tampa Bay has the ball, they're averaging 401 yards per game, 29 points per game. Both of those are second overall in the league. 3.7 touchdowns per game. That's the league high. Their second and third down conversion rate. They're pretty darn good. So Tom Brady has been playing very well. Freudian slip there. He's thrown for 4,580 yards, 37 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and he is the least sacked quarterback in the NFL. Now, on one hand, it's because he does get rid of the ball very quickly because he knows he can't take a hit. The other reason is he has an excellent offensive line with 3 Pro Bowlers. Right tackle Tristan Wirfs, guard Ali Marpet, and center Ryan Jensen. So it is very difficult to get to him. The key is hitting him. It's been the key for years. If you hit him, he can't handle it. That's the bottom line here. But obviously, he's surrounded by a fantastic offense. Now, they will be missing a few pieces. Running back Leonard Fournette, he will be out this game. Their lead back will be Ronald Jones, Rojo. He's got 91 rushes, 402 yards, 4 touchdowns this season. Last week, their backup, Keyshawn Vaughn, broke off a 50-yard touchdown run against the Carolina Panthers. And they recently signed our old buddy, Le'Veon Bell. Yeah, one of the least inspiring free agency signings of Jets history, and that is saying a lot. In the passing game, there will be no Chris Godwin, which is a huge loss for them. He has a torn ACL, and he'll be hitting the free agent market this season. Mike Evans, their other starting wide receiver, very prolific receiver, even when Jameis Winston was around for Tampa Bay playing quarterback. He's on the COVID list, not expected to be back. Antonio Brown has not practiced this week with an ankle injury. Will he play? We don't know yet. So I would expect a lot of tight end action. They have 3 good tight ends, Rob Gronkowski, Cameron Brate, and O.J. Howard, the latter of which is going to be a free agent as well. So, especially with the Jets as beat up as they are at safety, I would expect Tampa Bay to attack the middle of the field, maybe set up a tight end screen or 2. As far as we go on defense, we do have a couple guys coming back. John Franklin Myers returning on the defensive line, much needed. Ashton Davis at safety is coming back. Elijah Riley, our safety, who we did see get hurt, and he was taken out on a stretcher a couple of weeks ago. Good news, he will be back for this game. Bryce Hall is expected to play, but we don't know for sure. He's still on the COVID list. Okay, flip the script. When the Jets have the ball and Tampa Bay is on defense, well, their defensive coordinator is our old buddy Todd Bowles. Yeah, the only things he ever seemed to get excited about were Chips Ahoy cookies and Gladys Knight music. We couldn't get rid of him fast enough for my liking. But their head coach, Bruce Arians, is on the COVID list, so we don't even know if he's going to be coaching this game. Who's to say? Bowles does have a lot of talent to work with. Tampa Bay is 10th in the league, 329 yards per game. They are 3rd against the run, allowing 87 yards per game. They're allowing 20 points per game, 9th overall, and they're 6th in touchdowns allowed per game. What they like to do is blitz. They blitz 40% of the time. That's the highest in the league. Last week it worked. They recorded 7 sacks. Now, the Jets are going to get some help. AVT and LDT, our 2 starting guards, are back. So that is definitely going to help the offensive line, but we're still missing our 3 receivers. Davis is out for the year. Elijah Moore is not practicing this week, and Jameson Crowder is probably not going to play with a calf. So we're going to see more of, Jameson Crowder, Keelan Cole, Denzel Mims. I mean, what can we say about this guy? Denzel Mims. A couple of things for the Tampa defense. They do not have Shaq Barrett this week. That is enormous. He has a knee sprain. He's out for the rest of the regular season. This season so far, look at that. He has 10 sacks. 9 tackles for a loss. He's forced 3 fumbles. He is, if they have an engine on this defense, it's him, and he's not going to be there. But at nose tackle, they've got a guy named Vita Vea, number 50, and he's going to be going against our backup center and Dan Feeney because Connor McGovern's out for the year. That is going to be a match to watch. The middle of that offensive line when the Jets have the ball to see if number 50 is breaking through that line. Right next to him, they have Ndamukong Suh, number 93, 6 tackles, 7 tackles for a loss. Linebacker, Devin White, number 45. He's got 122 tackles, 7 of those for a loss, 3.5 sacks. They are missing a couple of cornerbacks in Jamel Dean and Sean Murphy-Bunting, so they're a little banged up there. This is a tough situation. I want to see how Mike LaFleur attacks this Tampa defense, because they're better against defending the run, but the Jets have proven to be an offense that thrives when it runs the ball first. So this one's going to be interesting. And also, no Tevin Coleman in this game for the Jets. He's on the COVID list. So it's going to be a lot of Michael Carter. A lot of Michael Carter. I'd also be interested to see who the Jets use as that second running back. Whether it's an Austin Walter, whether it's a Ty Johnson. I doubt it's a Michael Pirine. I can't imagine him even being active. All right, let's summarize this. I think the biggest thing the Jets need to do in this game, if they're going to have a prayer, I just want competitive. Can we have competitive, please? I just don't want to get embarrassed. I can't bear to watch this team get embarrassed, especially against some of the people who are on the other team. Oh, yeah, side note, Tampa Bay has Brashad Perriman, our old wide receiver, on their team too, and Steve McClendon on their defensive line. It's unbelievable. One thing that I noticed when Tampa lost to a team that wasn't so good, it was really to Washington. They've lost to New Orleans, they've lost to the Rams, but Washington beat them, and I looked at why, and what they did is they turned over Brady twice in the first half. That makes a difference. They took calculated chances on 4th down. The biggest thing that the Jets cannot do is fall behind early. They have to take calculated chances. We saw it last week with Ron Middleton. I think it got a little bit crazy at certain points with the 4th down versus the field goals. But in this case, I really want to see Robert Saleh take some shots on 4th down, take some calculated gambles, and let's see what they do. All right, well, let's summarize this up. AJ Gators, 1 p.m. You know it by now. We'll be doing the 50-50. I've got a trivia ready to go, so if you're interested in playing, tell me during the first half. We will play at halftime, and I've got a great prize for the winner. Can't wait to see everybody back on Sunday. Go Jets.